All right, kia ora, welcome back. Um, Here, well, that's a bit of a wider view of what goes into that pack over there, which has been drying out today. Sun is gone now. Hopefully, you can hear the audio all right. It's a bit windy still, but we'll see how we go. A few people have asked what's in the pack. Um, that's it, basically empty now, drying out after the last few sessions of rain. Had been drying out some of the gear as well, but it wasn't too bad because I typically try to waterproof most of the stuff. So I'll just start at this end actually. This is yeah, just basically some tent poles, tent pegs, there. Sorry, whoops. Tent poles, tent pegs, uh, a liner, a protector for the bivy bag and sleeping bag. So bivy bag, sleeping bag here, thermal mat or ground sheet, ground mat, whatever you want to call it. Hood sheet, New Zealand one. This is the pack liner that I usually put over the pack when it's been raining or drizzling outside, just to try to keep things inside the pack dry. Here's just an Australian hoochie here. It's just a spare one. And then a blue piece of tarpaulin, which is just extra. I usually put that at the bottom of the pack, just as an extra liner. Here we've got some puffy gear, puff jacket and the trousers that go with it. They're pretty warm and cozy. Raincoat. Okay, some lightweight Temu shoes. I've worn them. They're pretty comfortable actually, but they're just spare in terms of what I have that go in the pack. I haven't worn them out in public, but but that's them there. But yeah, they're light enough to take up little space. What do we got here? So just some socks, thicker pair of socks here. Oops, sorry, my camera is a bit rubbish with me handling it. Pair of gloves, beanie, just a simple beanie, some black shorts, t-shirt, and these are just some long trousers, and just a hoodie, just a basic camouflage hoodie. Rubbish bag, again, just a bit paranoid about wanting to keep things as dry as I can. So that's there, and that's just a little piece of thermal mat, bum mat, people might call it. Well, that's what we used to call it when I was in anyway, just a little piece of offcut of the thermal mat to sit on if need be. So that's that stuff there. Yeah, so here I'll usually have inside the grab bag, so again, some shorts, track pants. Let me just sit those over there. Another rubbish bag, just for keeping things dry, another pair of socks. I don't carry any spare footwear in the grab and go bag. This is just a spare green hoodie. That's all that is. Emergency thermal blanket. So I got one of those, got however many of those. This is just a little lightweight poncho type thing. So that goes in the grab bag, and then this is the bag itself. Pretty good bag. I like it anyway, so can hold all the stuff that I need to. If I need to, I'll grab a water bottle, chuck a water bottle in there so that there's at least 1 litre of water inside that. Oh yeah, just some ball in the bags, MREs. These are the most delicious flavour. There you go. Chickpea curry, not even delicious, but that's what I've got. So that's why they're still alive and haven't been eaten. They're all three of those are the same. They'll sit in the pack. I might chuck one of these inside the grab and go bag when I pack it. So this pack with its gear and that in it will sit inside that pack. Just a couple of lighters and some matches inside here. Yeah. Not really scroggin, but yeah, peanuts and raisins. Good old army issue. Before I get onto the weights and stuff, the added weight that's in there, just come around here. So this is just a basic hygiene kit. So I've only got a few bits and pieces in there, just toothbrush, toothpaste. There's some moisturizer and stuff in there, soap if I need it. But it's in a first aid kit, and that's what's in there. It's pretty lightweight. In here, just this is the first aid kit. So a few bits and bobs in that in there. There's some, I'm not going to pull this open, but there's survival blankets, bandages and stuff in behind here, band-aids and that sort of thing. Some more band-aids and stuff, and some other like eye dressings and things like that sitting in here. betadine swabs and all that sort of stuff. Some tape, some more tape, isocol. Yeah, and that's basically that. That's sit there. Oh, actually, we'll sit these up here out of the way. Sorry for my camera handling. Yeah, about 6 litres worth of water. Top the canteen. If I need to, yeah, a couple of Gatorade bottles, a couple of hunting and fishing bottles. They're just a litre each. Litre, 1 litre, 1 litre. So 6 litres worth of water. Some more gloves just for any sort of actual, if I need to do any digging or working. Haven't got the e-tool sitting here because I can't find it, so I don't know where that thing is for the longest time now. It's probably in our gear that's still in storage inside the motel. A couple of torches. What do we got here? Yeah, this is a hunting and fishing jobby. White light and red light. I don't even know if that showed up properly. Well, the torch is on anyway. White light there, and the other one was the red light. This one here, another one. I quite like this one. I've had this one for a while. It's got a few different settings. Oh, which it's not working right now. So there's dimmer and where's the strobe? There we go. There's the strobe. It took me a while to get there, but we got there in the end. Anyway, I've only just added this in. This was from Dave, the survival knife. I did a video earlier, the R2 Scout. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Cooker, Old Faithful cooker. No hexie or anything in there, but if I needed to, I'll just, get some bits and pieces, start a fire and use that if I need to. Compass, silver compass, Leatherman, little pocket knife. This knife here, shout out Jason Tarawa. He made this knife for me a while ago, years ago now, before I came back to NZ. So, yeah, appreciate it, bro. It's in this scabbard there. Oh, yeah, heck. Shout out on Mr. Bob Cooper. So Bob Cooper Survival Kit. There's been a few things that have been taken out and used from here over the time. Bloody hell. Here we go. Overall, there's still a fair bit of stuff in there. Still got the instruction kit, what's contained in there. I've taken out a few things, put a few things in over time. Button compass is still there. A few bits and pieces I've played around. There's a couple of different ferro rods and stuff in there. Another little multi-tool, and then bags and fishing stuff and a whole bunch of other bits and pieces underneath. Some spearheads, arrowheads, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, Bob Cooper, he's the man. So shout out to him over there in Outback, Australia. So I keep that in my kit, and I think, yeah, pack. And then over here, last bits and pieces. These are just some ankle weights, a couple of sets. So they're only 1.5 kilos. Those things, 1.5 kilos each. Got this little Bulgarian bag that's probably about 5 to 7 kilos, thereabouts. Yeah, and then this weight vest. In the weight vest, it's just got these little satchels, which have just got some sand, I guess, in them, feels like. And they just slot in there. So all of these are full. It's just missing a couple. So this is full front, and then on the back, it's the same. The ones that are missing is one missing from here and one missing over here. Otherwise, the rest are full inside each of these. Oops. So probably help if I'm showing it properly. And inside each of these is tuck them away. So I sit this whole vest along with that Bulgarian bag, those ankle weights inside to give it the extra weight. And that there, pretty much all that kit laid out is what gets it up to around 42 kilos when it's all in there. As you know, this week I've just been running with 35, and that's me taking out some of the weight from the pack. So that's drying out, which is good. Should be pretty much dry now. People have asked what else would I add in the pack when I need to add weight. Pretty simple for me. I've got a few things. First port of call is probably some more padded weights here. So these are pretty chunky. they've got similar sort of sand weighted pieces in each of these. Each one of these is about 5 kilos. So there's 5 there, plus another 5 there. Got the chains if I need to. Can always add some chain links into the pack. There's one on the ground there. Got some 5 kilo plates, 10 kilo plates. So 5 kilos there, 10 kilos there. More little bits and pieces of chain lying around. Rocks. So got some rocks in the garden there if I need to, and could easily add those in. But yeah, limited really only by the imagination, in terms of kit or in terms of weight to add. But otherwise, yeah, from that angle, that's pretty much all the gear that's in the pack. That goes into this Terminator pack here, which is pretty much dry now. So I'll need to pack that, repack it, waterproof the stuff again and the rubbish bags that I've got, and get it ready for next week. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully that helps and answers some of the questions for those that have been wondering what's in Joe's pack. That gives you a bit of an idea. Obviously very different from time in the military. I wouldn't go having any of these weights and stuff in there. Wouldn't go having the bright yellow gloves or the orange lids and clear drink bottles there. Wouldn't have the blue tarpaulin there and all that sort of stuff. Oh, the red whistle. Sorry. This red whistle. Oh, a couple other things. So red whistle, yeah, attract attention if I do get lost. Spoken about the torches. This thing is sort of like a little mini asp, I guess, for want of a better term. So, yep, glass breaker, mini asp. Yeah, but pretty handy piece of kit if I need to. Haven't needed to use it, but that's that. I think that is about everything. Yeah, anyway, I'll turn the camera towards me now. You've had enough of a nosy at that mess just sitting on the mats. Hang on, let's turn this around. Yeah, so that's that. Sorry, the camera work probably wasn't the greatest. I'm holding it on this tripod and trying to angle it around in terms of holding things up, and then I think there's probably half the time I'm talking about things and the camera's probably not even on it. One of those ones, like the some of those that point the camera at their forehead when they're talking and they think that they're talking to their loved ones. That's what I just did then. So anywho, appreciate your time, appreciate your support. Hopefully you get something out of that. If it generates more questions, by all means feel free. It's missing all the operational stuff, No weapons, no ammunition, no spare magazines, no spare belts for whatever weapon you're carrying, no radios, no batteries, no optics, no NVGs, no helmet. Yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. The spare batteries for your kits in case it goes dead, etc., etc., etc. But it's enough for me. I'm not in the military anymore, and it enables me to have a level of preparedness, I suppose, for want of a better term, with regards to when I'm out stomping away. So if I did get injured or whatever, and I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I've at least got some kit to tide me over, and keep me reasonably sheltered, protected, or whatever if I need to. So yeah, I'm by no means a survival expert, so I just put that out there. We were lucky enough to have Bob Cooper when I was on cycle over in Australia. Man, awesome dude. I've probably forgotten a heck of a lot. Well, not probably. I have forgotten a heck of a lot in terms of what he taught us on that course, as well as the instructors. But yeah, at least I've got a few bits and pieces. Worst case, I can survive for a little bit of time until help comes, and then hopefully my battery on my phone and that doesn't go dead. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Appreciate your time, your support, as always. Thanks for the questions, and hopefully you get something out of it. As always, anybody going through any challenges, difficulties, heartache, hard times, just know that you're not alone. Keep turning up, keep staying in the fight, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and know that the sun will shine again. Know that there are better days ahead and that they are coming for you. So go always a little further. Remember, who dares wins and who cares wins. And until the next video, milestone or post from me, is a big mana wave coming from me to you, filled with my aroha, respect, appreciation, and gratitude for you all.